This is Abnormal Entertainment.
Welcome everyone to the Cinema Head Cheese Podshort. This is Kevin Moyers, and this week I'm going to talk about a little movie called Escape from Tomorrow. This has popped up on Netflix. A lot of people I know watched it and thought it was kind of having just gotten back from Disney World myself, I thought I'm going to give this a look and see what's what. Now, the story in Escape from Tomorrow is that a family is on a Disney World trip. On the final day of the trip, the patriarch of the family decides that he is going to talk to his boss, and he ends up getting fired. So I don't know. I guess that's how it went. Who knows? I don't fucking know. He answers his phone like a dummy from work, and he should have just waited and found out. Found out the next day, and everything would have been okay. But it's not how it worked out. And again, these things, the Podshorts may contain spoilers, so I'm trying to be as safe about this as humanly possible without fucking it up for anybody who wants to watch it. Because it is streaming on Netflix right now. The guy starts losing his shit a little bit. He notices these two French girls in the park and starts to follow them around after getting his daughter to puke on herself on the teacups or whatever. The wife is all pissed at him, and he's like looking at her like she's this frumpy housefrau. And then these hot little young French girls, he's deciding to follow them around with his son, who is also been paying attention to them. And he's seeing things. He's hallucinating in Small World. He thinks his wife is saying things to him that she's not. And he's basically losing his mind throughout the entire movie. I'd like to give you details and specifics, but other than, some of the Small World characters turning, black eyes and growly teeth, and his son's eyes turning black at one point, it's kind of a mess. At one point, he runs into a lady who's dressed as Maleficent or one of those characters, and he ends up having sex with her while the kids are playing in the living room area of the hotel, or hotel room, I should say. And having just been there, it was surreal at points to me because they shot this in the park without Disney's knowledge. And there are 8 million people with cameras, so there's plenty you can do without Disney's knowledge. And they say that up front. Disney has nothing to do with this. The Siemens company has nothing to do with this because they're also mentioned or involved. And the guy's standing on a balcony. You see Space Mountain in the background. And I went, oh, he's in the Contemporary Hotel, which is where I just stayed, because I had that same view of Space Mountain. I mean, it was like I was standing in the room that I was in. It was weird. But like the room that we were in, because it was a big family trip, had a living room, and it had 2 bedrooms and stuff like that. So, and the living room had fold-out beds and stuff. So I can understand that scenario, but there were 8 of us staying in one room, so that's why we had such a large thing. But yeah, it looked a lot like where we were. So, and everything from seeing the gift shop on the floor with the restaurant and the cafeteria, it was all bizarre. It was like I was just in that place. So to me, I had a little different reaction to that. Even where they were standing in line for the monorail, it felt weird. Like, fuck, I'm looking right where I just was, and it was crazy to me. But yeah, but it was interesting to a degree. Just kind of watching this guy lose his mind. The story is fairly weak or non-existent. He's just flipping out. I don't understand what would make you lose your mind just from getting fired. Like, you'd be stressed out, but you start seeing things and hallucinating. I don't know about that. And, the whole thing's in black and white, which I think the filmmakers did so that you wouldn't see the horrific, obvious green screening that was going on at certain points. Guess what? You can still see it. And it doesn't look that bad, honestly, the green screening, but it's disproportionate in some ways. You know what I mean? Where it seems like the guy is standing and his head is 2 feet higher than everybody else's head, walking behind him. So it seems like either it's a weird angle or they didn't, shoot it correctly. Stuff like that. But, you can tell the green screening. It probably looks worse in full color, I'm sure. And maybe they intended for this to be in full color. I don't know. But a lot of crazy things happen. At one point, he loses his daughter. And the ending was just kind of like, huh, really? Like, it was supposed to be some crazy twist. And I don't know. I was like, all right, whatever. I finished it. This is, it wasn't terrible. I wouldn't waste my time on it, though. It's really nothing you need to watch. I know a lot of people are like, oh, this crazy, man. They shot it in Disney World without them knowing, and so on. And that's the thing. I think the concept was bigger than the end result. Like, ooh, I got an idea. Why don't we shoot a whole movie? And I can picture this in my head. We should shoot a whole movie in Disney World. And they'll never know, man, because everybody has cameras. They won't know what we're doing. And the actors could have the lines. We'll just pay their way in. We'll get them in there, and they'll stand in line, and we'll stand with them. And nobody's going to know that they're actors because they're going to pretend to be a family, so they'll just sound like a family. And the whole time, this dude's just going crazy. That had to be the pitch. And it's like, okay, that's a good concept. It's interesting. But you have to do something with it. And they really kind of didn't do anything. They just walked around with the dude and like, oh, wouldn't it be crazy if this? I know that had to be the entire conversation. What if we did this? Oh, let's put scary eyes on this. Let's make the wife say something, And then there were scenes that were shot outside of Disney World, obviously, but which is fine. I understand that too. But I don't know. It was just... It was weak in execution, I will say that. But otherwise, Escape from Tomorrow, I mean, it's an interesting idea. And, you could see they got away with a lot as far as filming goes. And I don't know if there would ever be legal repercussions. I mean, the poster is like a Mickey Mouse hand reaching for the sky with blood on it, which gives you a weird idea that this might be comedy. And it's not really funny. I think it's listed as a drama. So I don't know. But the cartoon poster, it doesn't fit. So, I don't know. But either way, if you want to watch it, it's on Netflix. I don't recommend it. It wasn't great. It was watchable, but just like a million other indie crappy things that you don't want to sit through. So, but other than that, I do thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the little short podcast. Get through one thing at a time. It's a lot of fun for me. Nice, quick, and easy, and I get to focus. And I'm going to get Dave and Jeff on some of these to do their own, get those going. It's harder for them schedule-wise, which is why I came up with this idea in the first place. So, but yeah, if you're enjoying them, let us know on the Facebook page. Search out Cinema Head Cheese on Twitter at CIN Head Cheese and cinemaheadcheese@yahoo.com. If you want to email us, we will always respond. We like you guys. So, and I think we're working on some contests and some other things. And don't forget the website where you can check out all the reviews and stuff. And all that information will be repeated again at the very end if you missed it. But until next week, thanks again, guys, and have a great one. Subscribe and download back episodes of Cinema Head Cheese the podcast, and read all of our movie reviews and news at cinemaheadcheese.com. Email us at cinemaheadcheese@yahoo.com. Search Cinema Head Cheese on Facebook and tweet us at CINHeadCheese. And for more podcasts, books, comics, blogs, and videos, head to abnormalentertainment.com.
You've been listening to the Abnormal Entertainment Network.